Today, we're diving into an exciting topic that's been buzzing around LinkedIn lately. You might have noticed some changes in the way your posts perform and wondered why. Well, we're going to explore the recent LinkedIn algorithm changes and updates and discuss how they're reshaping the platform and how this can actually help you. But before we jump into the details, let's start by understanding what's an algorithm? What does that even mean? So, in the world of social media and online marketing, an algorithm is essentially a set of rules or calculations that perform like LinkedIn uses to determine the content to show to their readers. And that's how they do it. So think of it as kind of a behind the scenes process that filters through the vast amount of information and decides what appears on your feed. Now, for LinkedIn, the algorithm plays a crucial role in determining which posts and updates are most relevant to you. And this is why you should be paying attention to this, because it takes various factors into account, such as your connections, your interests, your engagement history, and the content itself. So by analyzing these elements, the algorithm aims to deliver a personalized and tailored experience for each user. So why does this even matter? Well, understanding how the LinkedIn algorithm works, and we're not saying, I understand completely, none of us do, but we can kind of get a read on it. And they've basically told us some of these things, and understanding that can help you navigate the platform more effectively. So it allows you to optimize your content strategy, increase visibility, and reach the right audience with your valuable insights and expertise and what you have to offer those that you work with. So with that foundation laid, let's dive into the recent LinkedIn algorithm updates and discover how they can positively impact your LinkedIn journey. See, the more I learned about this, the more I read through them, the more I realized this is good news. So the first thing is you're going to see posts by people you follow. Now, first up, there's a significant shift in the content you see on your feed with this. LinkedIn users express their preference for content related to knowledge and advice from people they know and trust. Makes sense, right? And we all appreciate insights from experts in our network. For example, if you follow a marketing guru on LinkedIn, you're more likely to see their posts about effective marketing strategies and tips, which can be very helpful to you. And see, one of the things that happened during the pandemic is when people were more isolated, is people started using LinkedIn kind of like Facebook and Instagram, pictures of their kittens and what their family was doing, selfies, that type of thing. And it really started to dilute what LinkedIn was meant for, which we'll talk about again in just a minute or two here. Because the next thing, second thing on this is that posts with knowledge and advice are prioritized. So they're putting a spotlight on educational content. Again, it's no longer about sharing news or generic updates or pictures of your puppy. The platform wants to provide value to its users. So posts that share knowledge and advice are getting prioritized. Now, imagine sharing your unique perspective on the latest industry news, or sharing your takeaways from a research paper or something you read, an article in a magazine like Entrepreneur or Forbes. These kinds of posts align perfectly with LinkedIn's new focus. So the idea isn't that you just post the article, it's that you give some input of what do you think about it, or do you agree or disagree, and that you create some valuable content by sharing that information, saying what you think about that, and then inviting comments on that. So the third thing is the importance of connections and followers. Your network matters more than ever before. When someone follows or connects with you, there's a 10% higher chance that they'll see your content in their feed. And that means their people will see your content in their feed. That's why building connections and fostering a strong network is crucial. Now, by encouraging people that you connect with, encouraging them to follow you, your increase in the likelihood of your content being seen and reaching the right audience is vastly increased. And so it's like having your own community of professionals who are generally and genuinely interested in what you have to say, right? This can only help you again. And so, I'm going to encourage you that you should be spending some type of consistent time every day on LinkedIn doing something along these lines. And as we continue, just keep that in mind, even if it's 30 minutes a day that you just devote to doing something that's going to move you forward on LinkedIn. So the fourth thing in this algorithm change is shift towards relevance and expertise. Now, LinkedIn wants to ensure that the content you see is not only relevant, but also backed by expertise. The algorithm evaluates your qualifications and expertise based on your profile information. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Write that one down based on your profile information. So it's important to keep your profile updated and consistent with the content you share. And be sure your experiences, your education, your skills shine through so they align with the topics you discuss. And that may change over time. So that's the great thing about LinkedIn, is that you can easily change and update your profile. You can do it on a regular basis, a daily basis if you want to. This alignment is going to boost your visibility and credibility in your field. I get asked all the time by people in my coaching programs, well, how do I connect with people on LinkedIn? This is how. So number 5 on our list is evaluating the post category and knowledge clusters. So let's talk about how LinkedIn identifies that category of your post and matches them with relevant topics. This is the magic of the invisible algorithm, right? The algorithm uses language models to analyze your post and determine whether it shares knowledge or advice. By aligning your content with specific hashtags and knowledge clusters, you increase its visibility. And LinkedIn will show you commonly searched out hashtags that are pertinent on LinkedIn. I think this is also where we need to not go off and make up a bunch of fanciful hashtags that people aren't actually even looking for, right? So think of it as joining the ongoing conversations in your industry, in your niche market, and contributing valuable insights. Next, audience interest match. LinkedIn goes a step further to ensure your posts reach the right audience. So once it understands the topic of your post, it looks for readers who are interested in that specific subject. For instance, if you're discussing, let's say, freelance copywriting, LinkedIn will show your post to individuals in your network who have shown an interest in that field. Or if you want to write for clients about a certain topic, then that needs to be woven into your profile, your LinkedIn About section, and then you will be discussing those things to attract that audience. So in this way, you're connecting with people who are most likely to engage with and benefit from your content. And that's the whole point of this. Next, what they call dwell time and engagement metrics. Now, let's dwell and delve into the algorithm and how it measures the success of your posts. It considers 2 important factors. It's dwell time and engagement. Dwell time refers to how long someone engages, right, with your posts. So how long are they there engaging with you? The longer they spend reading it, the better it is for visibility. Additionally, LinkedIn values quality engagement, particularly meaningful comments that contribute to insightful conversations. So focus on creating content that sparks discussions and elicits thoughtful comments. And speaking of comments, that's the next thing. Comment and commenter relevance. LinkedIn also looks at the relevance of the comments on your post. Are you receiving comments from people in the same field? It's all about fostering meaningful conversations among your peers, right? And so when your post aligns with your LinkedIn profile and attracts comments from relevant professionals, you've hit the sweet spot. Can you see how this all starts to match up? It's not too hard to figure this part out. It's like creating a virtual group where industry thought leaders gather to exchange ideas and insights. Now, when I say thought leaders, you may be going, well, that's not me. I'm just getting started. You have some kind of experience that you bring to the table. You have some knowledge about something that you can be discussing and that you can feature on your LinkedIn profile, right? And so just give it a little time. Think about this. We all have something, and so do you, even if you're just getting started. So that brings us to our next aspect of the algorithm change, because networking and building relationships, that's what this is all about. LinkedIn is not just a content sharing platform, it's a networking hub. And this is what I want you to understand, that engaging with your peers and building relationships is key to your success. The more you interact with professionals in your industry, react to their content, leave thoughtful comments, the more likely they are to reciprocate. Now, this engagement signals to the algorithm, saying, hey, algorithm, that you consistently produce valuable content and actively contribute to industry conversations. If industry seems too corporate for you, just plug in niche, your niche market, right? And it's a win-win situation either way. And then finally, the end of going viral on LinkedIn, the importance of it. The focus is on relevance. Look, have you ever felt like, oh my gosh, look at this person's post. They have like 47,000 comments. It's been shared 300 times. It's got 800 likes, whatever. And thought, well, I can't possibly compete with that. Well, the good news is you don't have to. This is the end of going viral on LinkedIn as far as it being important to anything other than ego. The platform is shifting its focus from chasing viral content to prioritizing relevance. It really is more of an attraction model. LinkedIn aims to bring together professionals who share unique perspective, insights, knowledge, advice. It's about creating those meaningful conversations that drive industries or niche markets forward. So instead of going viral, your goal should be to connect with the right audience, engage in valuable discussions, build a network of professionals, of other entrepreneurs or business owners who truly appreciate your content. Now, let's address another important question. Is this change in the algorithm actually helpful? Because a lot of times people are like, oh my gosh, the algorithm has changed. I don't know what's happening. Well, is it helpful, especially for those that are just getting started on LinkedIn? It actually might be really good news if you're just getting started, because you can start fresh and creating exactly the way LinkedIn wants you to. The answer then is a resounding yes. This leveling of the playing field on LinkedIn brings exciting opportunities for beginners to leverage the platform effectively. With the new algorithm update, the focus on connections and followers and educational content creates a more inclusive environment. Really does level the playing field. It means that even if you're just starting out and you don't have a massive following or an extensive network, you can still make an impact. Your content has a higher chance of reaching the right audience, those who genuinely want to engage with you and learn from you. Now, this change, as I said, it levels the playing field by prioritizing knowledge, expertise, meaningful conversations over shallow engagement and viral content. It rewards quality over quantity, allowing beginners to showcase your unique perspective and insights. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the pursuit of being viral, going viral with your post, you can now focus on building genuine connections and adding value to your network. So the algorithm update also encourages active networking and encourages engagement with industry peers, other people that are in business as well, and it might be in the same type of business that you are. By participating in conversations, sharing your thoughts, supporting others, you can establish yourself as a valuable contributor, and that can only be good. It opens the doors to collaborations, mentorships, and exciting professional opportunities. So overall, in my opinion, this is all actually great news, because if you're just getting started on LinkedIn, this change in the algorithm can indeed be the key to leveraging the platform effectively. So embrace the opportunity to share your knowledge, connect with like-minded professionals, and build your personal brand. And even if you're just getting started in your particular niche, you probably know more than you think you do, or you can focus on that one thing you've already learned and start talking about that as you continue to learn. Don't wait and get ready to get ready. Don't wait till you think you've got all this perfect assemblage of knowledge and content. And based on whatever you've been doing, if you're doing something different now than you used to do, you undoubtedly have things from your past experience that can be woven into and looked at in a different light, a different angle that might relate to what you're doing now. And that makes for, guess what? Interesting content. Okay. So with dedication and a strategic approach, you can unlock LinkedIn's true potential and propel your professional journey forward. So remember, success on LinkedIn is not solely measured by viral numbers, but rather by the impact you create within your network and industry. That's the way it's going to be now. So take advantage of this algorithm update, embrace the leveling of the playing field, and make your mark on LinkedIn. So that's a wrap on the key changes from the LinkedIn algorithm update. By understanding these updates and adapting your content strategy, you can leverage the power of LinkedIn to reach the right audience with valuable insights and grow your professional network. So I also have, if you've got kind of mindset issues going on with any of this, there's a link down below for my mindset masterclass. It's absolutely free. Be sure you take advantage of that. If you want to learn how to write copy more effectively, you can take advantage of my free workshop on that as well. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. I truly appreciate it. Until next time, keep leveraging the power of LinkedIn, and I'll talk to you again soon.